And good evening, my lovely Lost Tales, and welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite for my Friday night spice stream. So good to see you guys. I hope you all had an awesome week, because I am ready for some more Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, a huge thank you straight out the gate to Dat Casa House for your 11-month resub. Last day at my current job, start my new gig on Monday, same company, higher position. Very nice. Hope everyone is having a great... hope everyone is having a great Friday. I'm having a wonderful Friday, and congratulations on the higher position, and thank you so much for 11 months of support. Coming up to a full year now. Thank you so much. Oh my god, you guys are absolutely insane. We were literally just getting started tonight and we already have a hype train going. You guys are absolutely incredible. So I just had to pause it for a second so I could just scroll quickly. Salvaholder, thank you so much for the 8-month subscription. You're absolutely amazing. Resubbing for that spice. Hell yes. And a huge thank you to Kimikun for your 36-month resub. 3 years of absolutely incredible support. Man, 3 years. 3 years ago, I was watching you play The Letter and Darkest Dungeon. Cheers to another 3 years. Hell yes. Thank you so much for 3 absolutely incredible years of support. I really appreciate it. And Night Kaiju, thank you so much for the 6-month resub as well. Getting close to my resub date, and the perfect time to do so because we've got a hype train going, guys. Oh my god, we've already passed level 1 already. Oh my... We're just getting started in tonight's game, and you guys are always going above and beyond. Thank you so much. You're just amazing tonight. Thank you. And hey Scarlett, how's it going? Glad you could drop by tonight. Make sure everyone stays in line and is having a good time. Yeah. I might just change these banners to Inquisition banners because we need to go to the war table and make sure that because the only companion quest that we need to have taken care of at the war table is Cassandra's.
Inquisitor?
Yes, that is me. I am Inquisitor. Bow before me and all that.
Would you have guessed such a pairing?
No, I prefer a hybrid. This is much better.
Josephine doing her emissary and courtly duties. I love you. But guys, now is the perfect time if you want to renew your subs, or drop bits or anything like that. Donate. Please don't feel pressured to. But we have a level 2 hype train going, and I would be delighted to see how far we can take it tonight. Okay, Josephine's report. A friend in Carinus. Apologies if I mispronounce all of this. Is this in Josephine's voice? Oh no, it isn't. Because I was going to read it in her voice. My Lady Inquisitor, considerable as your support has been, I'm saddened to report my motion died on the Senate floor, although I am hardly surprised. My fellows in the Magisterium don't enjoy the thought of having their freedom limited in any fashion. That was, however, hardly the point of the motion. It was a statement that needed to be made, and your support allowed me to make it far louder and clearer than I ever would have on my own. So I thank you. With any luck, this will draw support from those who feel as I do. It will also draw fire from Venatori cultists still in the shadows. But I say, let them come. I will not back down in the face of such fools. I'm sending along a few things which I hope will aid your efforts, and we'll see what more I can drum up. Give my love to Dorian. The poor boy is such a hothouse orchid. He must be wilting in the cold. Magister Mevaris Tilani. Hell yes. Oh, Samuel, that's mighty brave of you to put in a public chat.
To see how much has changed in Halam Shiral, and so little. Madame Méprise is a fixture. The sun will grow cold before she retires.
Okay, the College of Magi. The presence of Inquisition forces in the College of Magi provoked an angry response from Duke Sandral. I'm told this led to a standoff where the Duke's forces threatened to attack, and it was our agent at the college who talked the man down. Corvin supplied a level head and sound judgment, both things I would normally never ascribe to a dwarven warrior. The mobs were backed off and Corbin sent us the artifacts he believes the Venatori may have been after, from Cullen. What? Night Kaiju, are you serious? Like, knock knock indeed. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs to my archive of lovely lost tales. Thank you so much. Like, it's been a really bad week for me, guys. So, like, you guys starting it out with a hype train tonight, Night Kaiju with these incredible gifted subs. Thank you so much. I've been so looking forward to tonight. I needed to blow off some steam so badly. So thank you guys, thank you. And Sahil, how's it going? Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. I hope you're enjoying yourself. We're just getting started tonight. Alliances observing the deadlock. Despite their intent to craft a political entity to oppose us, these noble families are too embroiled in their own conflicts to even acknowledge us. We have acquired some additional trading partners who are tired of waiting for a winner to emerge. Got some more gold. Now, where is Cassandra's mission? That seems like something that Varric would be interested in, though. Sam, that's fair. Does bowing down before a radiantly beautiful goddess such as you seemed out of character for me? You know, it does not. And I very much appreciate it. I'm the mollymawk of this chat. I bring chaos and revelry everywhere I go. Night Kaiju, the fact that you're also a critter, like, extra thumbs up. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And this is a delightful sprinkling of chaos that I love seeing in my chat, so thank you so much. And a huge thank you to Parke, sorry, I'll try to get this right. Pochuagask? I believe it's pronounced Pochuagask. Thank you so much for the gifted community sub. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good time with us tonight. Okay, we found Crestwood's mare. Note to the Skyhole Gate guards. I hear the mayor of Crestwood's been found. When he comes in, stick him in the holding cells. Let him stew there until the Inquisitor brings him out for his judgment. From Jail of Life. Okay, good, good, good. Now, where is Cassandra's mission? Locate the missing Seekers, that was it. Okay, Liliana's the best fit for this. Okay, Portuguese. I wanted to make sure that I got it pronounced correctly. So thank you, I'm glad to hear that. The Medloid man, thank you so much for the 200 bits. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you. So, hell, ma'am, I just discovered you yesterday, and let me say what I did in your YouTube channel comments. You're an excellent storyteller. I've heard both Castle of Blue Roses and Lost in the Inferno in the span of one night. I was left shaking for a good 10 minutes after I finished Lost in the Inferno yesterday at 4 AM. Sahil, thank you so much for the absolutely incredibly kind words. That is so sweet of you. Like, I read all the comments that you guys post. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to respond to all of them, but I did read your comments, so I'm truly touched that my stories had such an impact on you and that you enjoyed them so much. Alright. The attack on Haven showed that Corypheus corrupted and controlled the Templar Order. This should have been impossible under the watch of her fellow Seekers, but they, and particularly Lord Seeker Lucius, are nowhere to be found. Have they vanished, or, as Cassandra believes, was something done to them? With effort, the truth may come to light. The Seekers have many secret hideaways, according to Cassandra. These would be the first places agents should search.
Let's see what we have.
Send Liliana for that, and let's send some others out to do some other things. Now, we needed to head further into here to do this. So we have enough power to unlock some other areas as well. We do... Oh, can we do that? crossing the sulfur pits. Commander, we have completed initial estimates of the construction of an elevated bridge over the toxic sulfur pits in the western approach. The work will require 10 of our engineers and 6 wagon loads of lumber, but the finished construction will allow troops to move through the region at a safe distance from the poisonous gas. Knight Captain Ryland, let's send our forces. On your order, we can build a path. Our soldiers will personally see to its construction. And guys, we finished a level 3 hype train. We started out the gate strong. You guys are absolutely incredible. I hope you enjoyed the emotes. Thank you so much for your absolutely above and beyond support once again. Huntsman of Atlas, that's a good question. I have not played Cuphead. For me, I play video games to be relaxing. Like, the level of difficulty I'm willing to kind of try and power through is like 80% of Hollow Knight and Ori. I completed both games of Ori and the Blind Forest, and even on easy mode, those are a struggle for me. Like, games that are designed to be not designed to be frustrating, but designed to be especially challenging like that, just don't really appeal to me. Like, I would love to play Cuphead, and I would love to play Dark Souls and Bloodborne, but they just don't quite click for me. And I'm just because I get so easily frustrated by them. I want to love them, I want to play them so badly, but I just can't. But I would love to. I might give Cuphead another try and see how I do, not on stream, but just off stream, just to see if I can finally get good, but I tried and I wasn't good at it. Alright, crossing the sulfur pits. Inquisitor, reports from Griffin Wing Outpost say that construction of a safe path through the western approach as large as sulfur pit is complete. Our soldiers completed the bridge without incident and it's opened routes to previously inaccessible areas of the approach. You can inspect the results the next time you travel to the region. Wonderful, great work, Cullen. Not now, we have other stuff to take care of. What was this? Oh, that's one is busy. Can we complete this one? Oh, Josephine's a good fit for this. An excerpt from Ben Hasrath information report. We still have neither race nor background information on the Venatori agent in Hunterfell. The bellies are effectively nobility in the city. The bells are effectively nobility in the city. Any information about them is protected. We have confirmed that Talvashoth, whatever else she may be, is not a mage. Whether she is or was one of the Duke Tithus' lovers, she now appears to be in a relationship with the smuggler. Talvashoth cannot hide her reputation easily, no matter how protective she is. Let my ladies ask about her.
Let us begin.
Let's send Josephine. Hey Shep, how's it going? Okay, we need something good for Cullen, so maybe this one will be good? Perfect. The Imperial Army will aid the Inquisition's forces against Corypheus, but they must also address lingering issues at home. Weaknesses in the Vale, no doubt heightened due to the rifts, have resulted in demons on the road between Val Forat and Montesmalt. This would demand a call to action at the best of times. Unfortunately, the increased numbers of travellers on the roads, merchants attempting to restore trade and displaced civilians returning home after the war, has made the situation worse. The head of the Imperial Army has requested assistance from the Inquisition in subduing this threat. A chance to solidify our alliance and prove ourselves their equal. A joint venture will also increase our understanding of Imperial Army structure and tactics. Off you go, Cullen. Okay, Night Kaiju has requested to pick my voice. I've been talking/thinking about it for a few weeks, and now I want to hear an attempt at a Ian Malcolm/Jeff Goldblum voice. Well, I can certainly try my best, though it's difficult to get the cadence right. And a certain manner of speaking, where it's both articulate but also just a little bit rough around the edges. Not rough as in tone, of course, but rough as in there's a certain casual stumbling over the words, but you still understand what I'm saying, so I can certainly endeavour to try my best. But let us head back into the fray, and then actually before that, why don't we go see what our companions, our friends, are busy doing. So let's take care of that, shall we? Alright. Starting with Josephine. How are you, dear?
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention. You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Nevada, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Well, I might know a thing or two about a colorful manner of speech.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss.
Just a couple of girls being gals. Just
right on the
girls
parlor
being
floor,
friends.
in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennard still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt with that mustard taint on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits his whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
You've been working continually since I met you, Josephine.
And that can't stop. I must be going. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
Oh yes, just so that everyone is well aware, you have plenty of moments to discuss private moments with your companions, not necessarily amorous or romantic. And in case it wasn't already obvious, I could tell the chat, and myself included, are quite fond of dear Josephine. So why don't we go around and we see how our companions are doing, and just occurs to me that we haven't actually greeted Morrigan yet, as she's joined us. So let's go see how she is. And Sahil, that is a wonderful question. I have more and more of my self-contained stories that will be coming out to my channel. I have bigger plans in the works, but of course they will take time to manifest. I think I might be going the wrong way. But good things come to those who wait.
Has there been an exchange?
You're awful.
Not that. Kiss.
But I believe that comes to the end of that particular Pick My Voice. Thank you very much, Night Kaiju. My first attempt at a Jeff Goldblum inspired voice. I hope I was okay. I think it requires a little bit more practice on my part, but I'm not the best at doing that many impressions, especially for male voices. But I can try my best. Ah, that's okay for now. Where's Morrigan? I think she's out here. Ah, there you are.
Tis a large fortress, Inquisitor. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit. Occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
Hi.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Terra Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
I love you. I just get so distracted by all of our beautiful companions and all the other beautiful NPCs. I just love them all so much. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Morrigan?
My Lady Inquisitor.
Tell me more about you.
I'd like to know more about you.
Come on. Better camera angle.
Whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks?
There we are.
Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari Wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some Chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement would not have lasted much longer. Too many wagging tongues, even for Celine.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight.
The Blight began in the Kukari Wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. She is the reason the Blight was defeated. We did not part on good terms. I regret a great deal, but that, most of all. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then.
Okay, let's go check in on our other companions and see how they're doing. I'm sure all of them are doing nice, but after like the big events, like the big plot, or the main plot quest, usually you get to unlock then like the next like step in your relationship, as it were.
Need something?
Okay, Varric's okay for
Carry
now.
on.
I'm just trying to think who's inside the building that we can talk to. I think Dorian and Solus. We already had a moment with Solus last stream, so I'll let him recover from that passionate embrace. Hey, Dorian.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand.
perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Oh, Samuel, like, I love Morgan's voice as well.
That's something you actually miss.
Who wouldn't? All the drama, the scandal, the petty maneuverings. Back home, we engage in social affairs with the grim intensity of war. When blood is spilled, the battle is won. Less fun when you're the target, but to watch. My, yes. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I realize it's now your job to judge him. All I ask is, if you do, show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
That's fair enough. Okay, do I have research to turn in? Okay, nothing at the moment. Actually, I think Liliana's somewhere around here. Because I haven't really talked to Liliana or to Cullen. On the condition of your charges, dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Schmooples II is still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. I've had to have a bolt installed, and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news. I managed to discourage Boulette from relieving herself on the silk rug Justinia gave you. Felicienne, from 2 doors over, has been visiting almost every day to play with the nugs. She is quite delightful, and Schmooples II is fond of her. I suspect it is because she brings some sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask a governess to keep her from visiting the house, however, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago, an agent of one of the Blanchards, hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale's secrets. I neutralized and interrogated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone needs to talk to the Blanchards about their spies. All I had to do was put Schmooples II in his face and tell him that I hadn't fed the creature that day. Your pet played his part admirably. I received your orders and will depart for Ferelden as soon as possible. I have arranged for Garner to take over nug keeping from Sparrow. A marshmallow pie! How's it going? Welcome back. I'm doing well. I am glad it is the end of the week.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Oh no. Did I stumble in on a moment?
Inquisitor, I was not expecting a visit. You had little interest in speaking to me privately before. But as dear Josephine says, it's never too late to make a friend.
I feel seen. How does she know that I haven't talked to her yet?
I hope I'm not disrupting anything.
The commander was just delivering the names of those we lost at Haven. You must blame me for this.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
You look out for your people. That's a good thing.
Is it? My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus?
We're better than Corypheus.
Oh, it's okay, Liliana. I'll leave you to your thoughts for a bit. I might go see Cullen. Where is Cullen? Ah, he's all the way over there. There we go. So Hill, I've always been interested in writing, since I was in high school, and then I had the ambitions of becoming a full-time author. I still have ambitions to publish a novel at some point. But I did my bachelor's in creative writing, and then I did my master's in creative writing and
Inquisitor,
publishing.
I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in full redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
I like finding the Red Templars' vulnerabilities before fighting them head-on.
We'll need every advantage against what courses through their veins. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Good to know. Ooh, so we have a new quest unlocked. Let me just check. Because I wanted to, like, talk to everyone so we can unlock all these inner circle quests. Like, we've already got that one underway. And so we have one that's happening for Cullen at the moment. So let's head out here and say hello to people. You're fine. Walk it off, walk it off.
You have to admit, it looks bad.
And I think Blackwall is out here. Where are you? There you are.
This is just... It's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
I'm pleased that you feel that way.
Makes me sound like a Chantry sister, doesn't it? Some giddy new initiate. But so be it. I suppose you've earned my loyalty and girlish enthusiasm. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I ever thanked him.
Consteindruff, thank you so much for the 41-month resub. I really, really appreciate it, and welcome back. You're absolutely incredible, thank you. And I think a Witcher would do amazingly well in this world.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
You're here now. A Grey Warden. It worked out.
Camera angles are a little bit off.
Didn't it? But I'm older. Hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
I'm good like that. Also, your craftsmanship is quite impressive. This is adorable. Oh, that's gonna make one little kid or a couple of little kids very happy. You're a good egg, Blackwall. Do I have stuff I can sell? Sell some of the unneeded lesser items. Alright, who else is out here? Oh, inside the castle is Lady Vivienne. I should talk to her as well. Oh god, like with my character, my Inquisitor, like avoiding eye contact, it was actually kind of reminding me of this morning, when I was with my personal trainer, and because I just get really awkward, like accidentally meeting someone's eye level while I'm exercising and like doing weight work, because one, it breaks my concentration, and two, I get really awkward and I worry about what I look like. Cassandra, darling, how are you?
I understand if resources cannot be spared to help search for the missing Seekers, Inquisitor. Still, it could involve a threat we are unaware of. There may be a use in looking.
Do you have any advice for me?
This matter with the Grey Wardens must be dealt with, quickly. That ancient order gets into far more trouble than they're worth. I should have listened to Liliana's suspicions sooner.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. Iron Bull should be around here somewhere. I think he's in the pub. I know Sarah's probably in there as well. And Cole, I think, is upstairs. Yeah, I T-pose to assert dominance in front of, like, my sibling and, my friends. But when I'm in the gym, and for a lot of people, going to the gym is, like, tricky for them if they feel a bit self-conscious about being there. So I try to avoid making eye contact just in case, like, they feel as awkward as I do. Hey, Krem, how you doing?
Inquisitor.
Gorgeous son of a gun.
Into it. We're happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How's Iron Bull?
Oh, thank you for the stretch check.
You know what you're doing and hold up your undies easy. He doesn't accept
Thank you.
If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Well, isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
We'll talk later.
Oh, talking a bit. Iron Bull, how's it going?
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
Corypheus had agents sowing dissent and muddying the waters.
That's just it. Orlais is so vulnerable. If you killed everyone in the Triumvirate, the Qun would survive unchanged. I don't know. The Qun isn't perfect, but it doesn't care what any single person wants. Orlais is full of people who care about nothing else.
That's a fair point.
What's going on?
Anything else to add? Okay, I think we're good for now.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
And Hayden, I do very much appreciate the stretch check early on in each stream, just to make sure that I'm taking care of my joints as best I can.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Sarah around here? Samuel has redeemed a Pick My Voice. It's been a while since I did something nice for the stunningly beautiful Scarlet. So whatever she wants for a voice. Scarlet, you heard him.
Very well.
Just put in chat what voice. I do ask, keep in mind, I do have limits for what voices I feel comfortable doing. Like shouting voices I can't really do. That I think would suit the stream, but...
One for the Empress. For Gaspar.
I'm
Brianna.
sure you'll pick something nice.
Duchess. And Corypheus. Right in the dangle bag.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a butt for the throne. A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
Okay, not gonna lie, that would be great.
I don't know. You want to stop a party? I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an empress. That, and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
Yeah, it was really messy, to be fair.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
Oh, Scarlet has requested Cypher. Well, I can certainly endeavor to try. Although sometimes when I play this game, I do feel like Cypher, having to keep these knuckleheads in line. I'm surprised that half of these people haven't tried to kill each other already. But strange spirit, what do you have to say?
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
What did you think of the masks?
What masks?
The masks. Everyone had them on their faces.
Those weren't their faces.
Oh. He is a strange but wonderful spirit.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that you?
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same, raw.
You needed that soldier to smell them so he could die thinking he'd gone home.
He did go home.
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
And healers need something to treat infected wounds. Like spiderwebs.
The plums are already dead. They don't mind helping.
Oh, Cuz Meat Gallery 35, thank you so very much for the follow. You are now one of my lovely Lost Tales, and you are welcome at the Blue Rose Respite anytime. I hope you're enjoying yourself this evening. Well, let's hear what Cole has to say further about his past.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Reese was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Reese. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Reese couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
Oh.
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Reese and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline saved me.
Let's not pry too far.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Actually, is there
You're
anything
different.
else?
It shines on you, shimmering, sharp. You made magic from the rifts.
I hope you like the way I feel now.
Yes. It's different, but familiar. It reminds me of me. Did you need me?
He is such a precious boy, and I love him.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yes?
What do you see in me? I'm curious.
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more, but past it, you reach across. Mindful meaning. You pull it through to this side, make it real here. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting. Some you can solve by giving something, food, a blanket, sleep. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack, fixed, festering, and the person makes a pearl of pain. I shake it loose. No pearl, no pain. They can hope, they can heal.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
He is such a sweetheart and I love him so much. But let us head downstairs, because I'm trying to think of who else we haven't spoken to yet. I don't think we've spoken to Lady Vivienne. And I should probably sit in judgment for some other people as well. And hello, Cassandra Camila. I hope you're all having a wonderful time this evening. Thank you so very much for joining us. I believe she was across this way. Yes, here she is.
Far be it for me to suggest a training adjustment.
Oh, spectacular as always, darling.
I wonder if you might help me with a delicate situation.
But of course.
There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
I think it should be illegal that a woman is just that sublimely beautiful and just elegant and effortless in her elegance. Because it is one thing to be elegant and to put a lot of effort into being it, that every step and every gesture is measured. And it's another thing to have it as an effortless aspect of oneself. But I think before we proceed much further, I should sit in judgment and cross some other prisoners off my list, don't you think?
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood? Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
I think exile in this case.
You lied for 10 years about your crime, then fled after confessing your guilt. For avoiding justice, you are exiled from Ferelden. I doubt the Crown will disagree.
I knew your coming meant the end, one way or another.
The end for you, most certainly. Now get out of my sight. But before, why don't we go out and we try and take care of this task for Lady Vivienne? Then we can build up our strength and take care of other matters. just seeing if there's any others that I would like to put in there for safekeeping. I think we're okay for now, but I might just double check that everyone has their best weapons and armor equipped. Alright, I'm very happy with mine. Cassandra, do we have something better for you? Yes, we do. Armor. Yes, we do have the best at the moment. Okay, Sarah, do we have a better bow for you? Hopefully we do. Come on. Okay, yes, we do. And yes, it looks even better. I will change the color a little bit, though. As you do look lovely in blue, but red is definitely more your color. And I imagine getting Sarah into wearing Orlesian armor would be like trying to get a cat into a bath. Dorian, darling. Give you that. Any better armor? Not quite there yet, that's okay. Blackwall, do I have a better shield for you? No, the one I have now is better. And you're good for that. Cole, I think those daggers are more than perfect for you. I will just give you that, just because you are sometimes a little more delicate. Lady Vivienne. Not quite there yet in terms of armor. Weapons. No, the one you have now is better. I think I could improve your... Oh, I don't actually have anything that can improve you for accessories, but that's alright. Solace, I think you're fine with what you've got. Varric, you're perfect as always. And I think we're good. Let me just sell some things that are no longer necessary. And hold on to that because we're not quite at that level yet. And I think we're good for everything else. I will just change some coloration. My armor is wonderful, but I will just adjust Sarah's a little. Come on. Because red is much more your color. Go. There we go. And I think just a simple iron would be best for you. Ooh.
Not trying to step on your toes.
More special shipments, perhaps? No, we do not. Damn it. Flyboy Swordsman, how's it going? And I think that definitely comes to the end of that particular Pick My Voice. Sorry, I just got so caught up with it, and there was a lot of NPC talking, so I felt I had to compensate a little bit for the time. But thank you so much for requesting it, Scarlet, and for Samuel for redeeming the points. But let's see what Liliana's come back with, and then let's send her out on another mission. And then let's maybe help out Lady Vivienne. Bring me the heart of Snow White. Vivienne requires the heart of a wyvern to complete an alchemical formula. Though all wyvern hearts look more or less the same, she specified that it need to be from a rare beast known as a snowy wyvern. Obtain the heart of a snowy wyvern from the exalted plains. We can do that. Oh, it's all good, Wolf Warrior. Take care. I hope you have an awesome weekend. Here we go. Locate the missing Seekers. For a time, finding the missing Seekers seemed to be impossible. Early indications pointed to these men and women heading at one time into Ferelden, but here their trail went cold. A chance rumor regarding Ban Lorcán, a Ferelden nobleman who has not been heard from for months, led Inquisition agents to investigate Caer Oswen, and they too went silent. These events connected, and it seems this is where the missing Seekers will be found. Interesting. Okay, let's send Liliana on to another thing. That seems more of a Liliana sort of quest. Escape routes for agents in Crestwood. I have moved some of the agents into Creobronach, the fortress in Crestwood. At the moment, the villagers prefer us to the bandits, and it is an excellent waypoint from Ferelden to Orlais. We can make it a rendezvous point for our messengers carrying sensitive information from either country. You're familiar with the caves underneath Crestwood. They run for miles, and if we excavate some passages, our agents could easily enter and exit the keep without being seen. Let's send Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
Lovely. Oh, and is Josephine finished as well? A letter with Josephine to Josephine with information about the Talvashoth. She is said to disagree strongly with the Bard on matters of trade. She is a bitter enemy of the Elysian after blood was shed between them early in their adventuring days due to the Elysian binding corpses with magic. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's a better one for Liliana by far. Oh, a stretch check from Huntsman of Atlas. Thank you, thank you. Oh, good to do the stretch checks while I'm at the war table because I'm like reading a lot of stuff and focusing on that. So thank you, thank you. Let's see, what would be a good one for Josephine? Just successor and leads. A fragment of a Ben Hasrath information report. With Carolina now out of play. Oh, actually Liliana's better for that. Either Monette or Gunspard. I'll let Liliana take care of that because that's she can do that quicker. Let's see for Ferelden. Another one better suited for Liliana. Okay, that's addressed directly to Josephine, so let's do this one. Ambassador Montillier, it has been a pleasure to meet Duke Antoine of Wycombe and pay my respects on behalf of the Inquisition. The Duke is a most friendly man. Indeed, I dare say he thinks the best of everyone, and has advisors from as far as Savinta. Duke Antoine assures me that he wishes the Inquisition well, and will offer us military support as soon as his city has recovered from a strange disease that has spread through most of the human population, though the elves and its alienage are thus far unaffected. This illness may explain why bandits were able to operate so close to Wycombe with impunity. All the nobles and most of the soldiers have been weakened. Any concerns I have raised, he say, can wait until then. The Duke's Savinta advisor has indicated an eagerness to make my acquaintance, and has become increasingly difficult to resist such a tempting offer. Yours in haste, Lady Guinevere Volant. Though I fear for her safety, Lady Guinevere is a brilliant negotiator. If anyone can find a peaceful solution, it is her.
At your service.
Alright. Why don't we do that, and let us then take care of Lady Vivienne's request. Although we did just finish the one for Cassandra, so why don't we have a talk with her quickly? Sorry, I got stuck into doing Josephine's voice. It's just such an enjoyable voice to do. And I'm trying to familiarize myself with it as much as possible because it's just a fun accent to do. And I really enjoy it. Oh, thank you for the hydrate check, Metloid Man. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I forgot to set the banners for Inquisition. I will take care of that right away. Just a little bit more customization. I think I can do that in the Undercroft.
Fire's pretty. The world needs more.
There we go. And I'm good with my bed being what it is. Drapery is fine. You know what? Let's go with the Inquisition stuff. Just make it look extra Inquisition-y. I've also been trying to do Unky Heisenberg's voice. He has my favorite line in the entire game of Resident Evil Village. I'm curious, what line is that? Because chat is very well aware that I am also quite fond of Heisenberg. Hey, Cassandra.
I understand the Inquisition has tracked down the missing Seekers. Care Oswin. I didn't see Ban Loren as the sort of nobleman that would become involved in this war. The sooner we go there, the sooner I can put this search behind me.
Tell me about yourself, Cassandra.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
No motivation, beyond making things between us less...
antagonistic?
Exactly.
As you wish.
Be my friend.
My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lady.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentecosts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony.
That's fine.
Another
That's
time,
fine.
perhaps.
I'll let you get back to work.
Stephanie's quite the big fan of Heisenberg. Just high level contact. I think he would be quite significantly taller than me, but then again, when you're comparing him to Lady Dimitrescu, like he seems quite short, but I imagine he's maybe like 5'11", maybe 6 feet or something like that. So I think he's tall, and I quite like that. Okay, let's trade that in. And let's just keep collecting cool things so we can tick some more of these off. But let us go take care of this. for Lady Vivienne. He's a good 6 feet. That's good to know. For reasons. And I see those cold showers in chat. How dare you guys call me out on my own bullshit. Okay. Let us... Okay. We'll go to this camp and then we'll head up that way. And let's grab... I want to see... Actually, no. I want to see Vivienne and Iron Bull in the same party. I want Vivienne to be with us when we get this. So... Cole, Vivienne, and Iron Bull. This should be interesting. Oh, Sahil. I'm a massive fan of Neil Newborn as well. Like, him in... Because he did the motion capture for Nemesis as well. And he did the motion capture for Kamsi in Detroit Become Human. And he's just incredibly talented and wonderful. And I dream of the chance to work with him one day on a project. Oh, some people have not leveled up. So let me take care of that. Good, good, good. Hang on. Here we go. Lady supersized. He just says that line with so much mirth in his voice. Oh, just a quick heads up, guys. As you might be aware, there is a massive storm that is making its way through the UK at the moment. And even like going out to the shops today, like the winds were really, really picking up. So I am going to be taking care of myself this weekend. I'm going to be staying inside, staying as safe as I possibly can. It looks to be mostly heavy winds, not so much like rain or lightning, but I, just in case, I think everything should be fine for me to stream this Sunday as well, but I was going to say it at the start of the stream just in case, I don't know, the power went out or like my internet just suddenly died. So just for a bit of context, there is a massive storm that's happening in the UK at the moment. I should be fine to stream this Sunday, but just because it'll be on the tail end of this storm passing through, just play it by ear. I should be fine. Just keep an eye on my socials, especially my Twitter, in case anything changes, okay? Don't worry, guys. Like, I bought the new Pokemon game, and that should be arriving tomorrow, so I'm planning on playing that this weekend and staying nice and bundled up inside with some good red wine and just chilling and enjoying myself, so don't you worry. I've been dealing with something similar here at my base a couple of days ago. A dust storm and a wicked rainstorm the day after. Oh, I hope you and your friends and your comrades are okay then. Cause correct me if I'm wrong, but you're a pilot, I believe. So even more so, I really hope that the winds settle down for you and that you and your friends stay safe. Okay, it should be around here somewhere. Obtain the heart of a snowy wyvern. Ooh. Speaking of tall, supersized, and thirst-provoking, are you there, Glasha? Let me give me a second. Did somebody say my name? Oh, fuck, it's good to be back. I take it you all missed me then. I have to say, I'm quite flattered by all the attention. You really know how to spoil a girl. Ah, I see you, Flyboy. Good to know. Thank you for clarifying that for me. Oh, chat, you always know how to welcome me back. It's almost like you missed me. But this looks interesting. I was looking for a snowy wyvern, whatever the fuck that is. Oh, but it seems that there's some mess here that I should probably tidy up, since no one else seems to be doing it.
Let's look around.
We will after we've killed these assholes. Well, Flyboy Swordsman, I'm glad I was your first then. I have to say, it was quite interesting to see so many new faces. Follow the Seraphim stories and all that mess. But it's nice to know that for so many of you, I was your first. Damn it. Come on, Cole. I need a little bit of help here. Oh, chat, look at you. I'm so flustered. It's almost as though you're showing that you have great taste. There we go. God damn, that took longer than I'd like. That's better. I'm curious what's down here that's so interesting. Bottles of Thetis. Okay. Sure. No wonder that I managed to sniff this out. Finale by Massad. The last bottling from the legendary vinters of Ferelden before lands were divided. Tears on the glass as slow as the turning of the reluctant air, as quick on the tongue as words that can't be unsaid. Wouldn't mind trying a drop of that myself. Though ale is much more my thing, like all those fancy smashy liqueurs just... Let's just grab the last of these lovely little treasures and let's get the fuck out of here. I wonder how Glash and Ironbull would get along. Oh, I have to say he's, quite the interesting individual. And I would like to find a tavern that could withstand the both of us having one really good night. Alright, this section is cleared. There we go. Alright, I'm still looking for this wyvern though. Don't think it's going to be here on this very strange battlefield. It's probably going to be out lurking in the wilds then. Let's have a look around a bit more. Like, I can barely behave myself on a good day, but chat, you're making it too easy. Come on, almost there. But that does come to the end of that Pick My Voice, so thank you so very much, Salvaholder, for requesting Glasha. I always have so much fun with her. I just need to get back into position. And I'm almost, like, chat, confirm, do you like it when Glasha shows up? Because I like playing Glasha, but I don't know, like... I don't know, you seem to like her. New bow. But yes, I do agree with you that it's looking like we do need to clear that section here for clearing out that section of these altered planes in order to get there. So I think we should actually head back to the to the war table. And then we can also do that one for Cassandra, clear that area out, and then we can do that quest for Vivienne. And that's totally fine. Everyone has their own preferences for my characters. Like, I'm sure everyone has their favorite. For some, it's like everyone. I love all of them. For others, it's like, you know, this one I enjoy a little bit more than others, and that is completely fine. Everyone is fully allowed to have their own preferences and their own tastes.
Inquisitor.
Yes, that is me, Inquisitor. Oh, Psycho is such a peach, though. Glasha would drink you like a shot. I mean, I think Sam, I think you need to use the cold shower emote. Like, just somebody get the hose. I love all of them. Oh, you're too kind. Aid those impacted by the Civil War. A letter marked with the Chevalier seal. It was an honor to fight alongside the soldiers of the Inquisition. The demons stood little chance. You run an impressive army, Commander. Nothing seals an alliance like bonds formed in battle. May we find similar victories together in the future. From Chevalier d'Ussé. Lovely. Where is the one for clearing? I think this was it. Initial inspection. Elven ruins, ancient, largely structurally unsound, mortar damp and crumbling. Recent damages to load-bearing walls, claw marks. Tear loose rubble and reinforced collapsed passageway for safety. Requirements. 10 strong workers, 2 junior engineers, 2 guards for security, 3 wagon loads of squared oak beam, 170 kegs of brown ale. Okay. You've seen the report. Our workers can clear the path as the crow fends. Perfect. You can do that. Gain access to Gilman's Grove. The passageway is clear and safe. Access to the grove restored. 170 kegs of ale. Not nearly enough for 15 hardworking Inquisition men and women. Yes, let's venture forth back out there. Because I had forgotten that you had to do that little section to clear that up. Ghonnathan Cecilio. Okay, I have a question. I'm trying to use charging ball with a weapon and shield, but it stopped working. The character moves a few steps and stops. With the two-handed weapon, it doesn't occur. It works fine, just as long as I have stamina. Does anyone know how to solve this problem? Ghonnathan, I'm afraid I haven't really played a warrior. I much prefer to either play a mage or a rogue. But chat, if you've played this game before and you're familiar with what they're referring to, feel free to chime in. Otherwise, I think that maybe... I'm sure there's a forum, maybe on Reddit, that might be able to assist with your inquiry, but unfortunately I don't really play warrior in Inquisition, sorry. Okay, we've got wyverns. Oh fuck, we've got a lot of wyverns. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, so we can give Vivienne a normal wyvern heart, but no, she asked specifically for the heart of a snowy wyvern, which I imagine is going to be a much more difficult challenge, but that's okay. We're up to the task.
Shall we make camp or move on?
Let's make camp, because I think everyone needs to restock their potions.
Nothing to report, son.
Okay, no, it works really long distances. I use it with two-handed weapons, and it keeps going until I run out of stamina. I just want to quickly equip some more. Potions. Okay, yes, it looks like it's opening up more stuff. So let's just keep heading forwards and try to find this wyvern. Okay, I think this is the way, and then we can go up this way.
Everything was alive once. Some of it remembers.
Oh, I have to say, this place is eerie, though. Oh, it's beautiful though. Guys. Oh. Oh, this game is so gorgeous. Ghonnathan, mother of the Hala. Lazil Ghonnathan was one of the people, in the days before Alathan and the chosen of Andril the Huntress. She was very beautiful, with hair of snowy white, and as graceful as a gazelle. She kept always to Andril's ways, and Andril favoured her above all others. One day, while hunting in a forest, Ghonnathan came across a hunter she did not know. At his feet lay a hawk shot through the heart by an arrow. Ghonnathan was filled with rage, for the hawk, along with the hare, is an animal much beloved of Andril. Ghonnathan demanded that the hunter make an offering to Andril in exchange for taking the life of one of her creatures. The hunter refused, and Ghonnathan called upon the goddess to curse him, so that he could never again hunt and kill a living creature. Ghonnathan's curse took hold, and the hunter found that he was unable to hunt. His prey would dart out of sight, and his arrows would fly astray. His friends and family began to mock him for his impotence. For what use is a hunter who cannot hunt? Ashamed, the hunter swore he would find Ghonnathan and repay her for what she had done to him. He found Ghonnathan while she was out on a hunt with her sisters, and lured her away from them with lies and false words. He told Ghonnathan that he had learned his lesson and begged her to come with him, so she could teach him to make a proper offering to Andril. Moved by his plea, Ghonnathan followed the hunter, and when they were away from her sisters, the hunter turned on Ghonnathan. He blinded her first, and then bound her as one would bind a kill fresh from the hunt. But because he was cursed, the hunter could not kill her. Instead, he left her for dead in the forest. And Ghonnathan prayed for the gods for help. She prayed to Elganan for vengeance, to Mother Mathal to protect her, but above all she prayed to Andril. Andril sent her hairs to Ghonnathan, and they chewed through her ropes that bound her. But Ghonnathan was still wounded and blind, and could not find her way home. So Andril turned her into a beautiful white deer, the first Hala. And Ghonnathan found her way back to her sisters, and led them to the hunter, who was brought to justice. And since that day, the Hala have guided the people, and have never led us astray, for they listened to the voice of Ghonnathan. From the tale of Ghonnathan, as told by Gisrael, keeper of the Ralafaran clan of the Dalish Elves. Some of these stories are just so beautiful. Bittersweet, but beautiful. Okay, I think this is where we find the Snowy Wyvern. I know, no bodies in the water, no crab people. I'm disappointed.
Looks like dragon territory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I think Iron Bull needs to have a cold shower after seeing that. Hang on 1 second, guys. My other computer's being annoying. 1 second. Come on. No, I don't want that. Stay that way. Fuck off. Sorry about that. Oh my god, come on. Cole, rescue me. Thank you. I have been dropping like a fly tonight. God damn. Oh my god, I'm like that with my I was like that with my previous computer, my previous gaming PC. Like there was a reason I called it the Brat. She just would not behave, I swear to God. Okay, the snowy wyvern should be somewhere through here. No, that doesn't look right.
So many eyes peering from underneath.
Okay, where would the snowy wyvern be? Okay, we seem to be heading in the right direction. Oh god, I hope we don't have to fight the dragon in order to find the snowy wyvern. I imagine it's like an all-white... Oh no, wait. Is it the dragon that we have to kill? I hope not. I don't think I'm prepared for that. Oh my god. No. It's a level 15 dragon and I am a spry. Level 13. I am not ready. Thank you for that salver holder. And I'm gonna save again because I'm fucking paranoid. No. No, 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 no. I do not think we have to kill that particular dragon. We need to find a snowy wyvern. I think we have to find the wyvern somewhere around here. Like, I think through that way is where the dragon is, but we shouldn't need to have to fight. There it is.
I shall attempt not to breathe for the next 5 minutes.
Yes, we find ourselves in the swamp, but there is the snowy wyvern. Glitching out in the middle of the swamp. Although, I do imagine this maybe wasn't what Lady Vivienne had in mind when she requested the heart of a snowy wyvern, and this is just me kind of RPing in my head, but as the Inquisitor I would have been like, well, why don't you come with us to the Exalted Plains in order to make sure that the one we are hunting is the one that you require? And she's like, oh, no, darling, I couldn't possibly impose upon myself. I'm like, no, of course it's fine. And then looking over at my two other companions, Iron Bull and Cole, and they're just like, yeah, don't worry, we'll take care of you. And Cole's over there just being like, I can smell the disgust in her heart. She fears upon being stained both in reputation and her garments. There we go. Okay, with that, let us head back to Skyhold, shall we? And then we can give the heart to Vivienne. But first I want to do the quest with Cassandra. Actually, no. Let's wrap up Vivienne's thing now and we'll do the, give her the heart and then we'll take care of Cassandra's thing. Cole gave her the doe eyes just there. Does my presence upset you? For one so refined in manners, your thoughts are somewhat tempestuous. And she's just there like, I do not appreciate that creature sneaking around in my head. And he just like looks over his shoulder like, me? And I'm just standing behind Cole, just like looking at Vivienne, just like, be nice. Be nice because I love him and I protect him. He's baby.
What can I do for you, my dear? Is it too much to hope that you've brought me the heart of the snowy wyvern?
I've brought you the heart as requested.
Inquisitor, you are a treasure. Please accept this as your payment.
I love
must
you.
Begin work immediately. I should apologize. I must admit that I had completely misjudged you, Inquisitor. I would like you to come with me to see this through.
Of course. I love you. Yes, please. Oh.
This should only take a moment, Inquisitor. I'm here, my darling.
Vivienne.
Yes, darling.
It's going to be all right, my love.
Oh.
My darling. Bastien?
Vivienne, I'm sorry.
There's nothing here now.
Oh. I'm sorry, Vivienne. I tried. We all tried. Let's have a little chat to her just to see how she's doing, and then we'll help out Cassandra. I think tonight we'll just like focus on taking care of companion quests and making sure that they're all good.
Bastien is dead. I can hardly believe. It was the Winter Send Ball. My first visit to the Imperial Palace. The Circle sent a dozen of us to entertain the nobility. I was in awe of everyone and everything, and then our eyes met. Bastien spent the entire ball at my side. The Dowager tried to have him killed for slighting her, but he didn't care.
Falling in love across a crowded ballroom. Sounds like something out of a children's story.
He was a dashing rogue, and any defects he might have had were made up for with rank and importance. It was a more innocent time, I suppose. And now he's gone, and I must write to his son Laurent. And his sister will make a terrible fuss if she isn't informed first. And I'll need to arrange for the chantry services. Maker only knows how long that will take.
If I can help you, just say the word.
No, my dear. I'll handle everything. Excuse me, I have so much to do.
It's okay, Vivienne, I'm here to help. That's probably the most delicate landing I've had since, like, I made a habit of jumping off of balconies. Okay, let's head back to the war table and we'll help out Cassandra. Escape routes for agents in Crestwood. Okay, good time for a stretch check, Hayden. Thank you. Inquisitor, the tunnels are complete and our agents slip in and out of Caer Bronach like shadows. The workmen who were digging out the caves discovered some old dwarven items there as well. Mundane things such as pots and furniture, but they brought a fair price amongst some collectors. Good. So where's the one we need for Cassandra? Wait, let me just double check the quest again. Okay, no, use the world map to travel to Kea Oswin. My mistake. I thought we had to do that via the, there we go. Via the war table. Cassandra has reason to believe that Corypheus is behind the disappearance of the Seekers of Truth, but she requires help to prove it. Well, then let's go, Cassandra. Okay, let's take Cassandra. I know she's got mixed feelings on Varric, but let's take Varric, and let's take Solus as well. Oh no, wait. Did I fuck up? I fucked up. Oh, hope you guys are having a good time tonight. Like, I'm really enjoying myself. Like, the Pick My Voice fixes that you had tonight have been absolutely amazing, so thank you. But we're just going to see how this goes with Cassandra. That reminds me, I need to go back and, like, change her armor so it's more flattering colors.
Kea Oswin. Odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within.
Okay. Can you say Cassandra in your version of the Lady D voice? I can certainly try my best. Cassandra! Come out here at once. That man will pay for what he has done. Oops. Oh, guys, you have no idea how bad this week's been for me. Like, work's been fine, but my neighbors have been complete fucking selfish idiots. Like, on Tuesday, on a fucking Tuesday, they had a massive party, and it was like the worst party they've had yet. Like, the music was so loud that I could like feel the bass of the music when I was like curled up in bed trying to sleep. And so of course eventually the police arrived and broke it up, but they didn't arrive until like 2:30 in the morning. So this week I'm running on caffeine, no sleep, anxiety, and spite. So I've been really looking forward to tonight's stream because I was just like, I could just pour myself a very generous drink and just relax and play video games and have fun with you guys. Just... because it takes a lot of effort to get under my skin and really piss me off. But throwing a loud party in an apartment block, knowing that your neighbors around you really don't like you, and just not caring, that is just selfish on a whole other level. Like, I won't talk about it for much longer, but just... oh, my anxiety has not been good this week, and I've been trying my best to take steps to just kind of soothe my brain down, to relax it as best I can without needing alcohol or anything like that. So just this drink at the end of the week is just my little reward for being like, yes, you made it through another week. It's been a rough week, but you're still here. And you deserve this. Hayden, I am enjoying some smokehead this evening. I needed something with a little bit of an extra kick to it.
Promises. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
Is it possible to negotiate with them?
They're fanatics, drunk on whatever forbidden magic they can find to make themselves true Seekers. This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Like, honestly, most of my neighbors in my neighborhood are young professionals that work in London, like myself, roughly my age group. But these neighbors in particular, they just don't get it. Like, they just don't either wrap their brains around, like, the neighborhood that they're in, or they're, like, recent college graduates and they just still have that student dorm mentality. I don't know. I won't talk about them anymore, but I'll just... Again, like, this week has been really rough for me, so especially starting out this tonight's stream with just an incredible overflowing of support from you guys. It really, really did just change my mood from, like, to amazing, so thank you again so much.
The promises will pay for this.
But yes, focus. We need to make sure that Cass is okay.
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the promises want the world to end? What use are they to him?
So Corypheus sold the Seekers to these cultists?
And they leapt at the chance, of course. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to red lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to red lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
We'll find them, Cassandra.
I know we will. One way or another.
You are just a force of nature and I love you. The Medloid man, speaking of Pick My Voice, there was a voice you did a while back using the gun in Hades. It was a joke orc, a goblin/orc voice. I believe we call them Gretchen. If you have any idea of what voice I'm thinking of, can you try to replicate it?
I could certainly try.
Apologies for all headphone users.
So many shinies. I'm wearing such shinies. Searching. 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 Must find all the loot. Any other shinies hiding? Ooh, this looks promising. Come on! The Gretchen voice sounds close to the voice of Angie, creepy doll from Resident Evil 8. Voiced by the magnificent Madame Paula Rhodes. I can certainly see that. And she does embody that high grappling energy. The Order of Fiery Promise. Consider the time in which the original Inquisition existed. The first blight had devastated the world, tearing down the mighty Devinter Imperium and leaving nothing in its place. Just as there were several cults of Andraste vying to become the true inheritor of the Prophet's faith, there was more than one group claiming to represent the one true path to deliver the world from chaos. The Order of Fiery Promise was one of these, a band of men and women who decreed that not only was the end of the world nigh, it was necessary. Thedas must be cleansed with fire and reborn as a paradise. This they solely promised. They devoted themselves utterly to seeing this come about. Whether they ever drew close to their goal is unknown. The Inquisition eventually crushed these promisers during the battle recorded only as the cleansing of Chernu. The cult reappeared in the early Divine Age, claiming to take up the Inquisition's mantle. After it had transformed into the Seekers of Truth, leading to chantry hunts that did not see the promises eliminated again until the Exalted Age. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genevieve. Or whatever his name was. That is a very impressive chair. And mural. All of these seems quite interesting. And let's be thorough, check every corner in case of shinies. Oh, Sahil, you can have that one for free if you like. He's awake! Although, to be fair, this voice could raise the dead if it wanted to. Although with that, we come to the end of that particular pick play voice, so thank you very much, Metloid Man, for requesting that voice. It's been a while since I've done a kind of Gretchen-y, high-pitched, cackly, goblin-y voice, so I really hope you enjoyed it. It kind of turned into a bit of an Angie impression, so I hope you enjoyed it. Both of you, shut the fuck up!
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra.
Oh, he doesn't look so good.
Is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
The Promises will pay for what they've done.
No. The Lord Seeker.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
came here.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
Oh, Cassandra.
He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
And we're gonna kick his ass. Oh, thanks so much, guys. Like, I'm really glad that you enjoyed that particular voice. Like, cause I tend to be cast either with my natural accent or like with, a deeper voice or like that kind of villainous tone that I like to take with a lot of my roles. So I just doing those like little flexes for like different kind of characters, like it really does mean a lot that you guys enjoy it, because like I kind of second guess myself a lot with those voices, and I worry that they don't sound as good as like my main repertoire, as it were. It's funny how boys and girls are so into Uncle Heisey, but he was the one who was known as Lonely Hearts Heisey in Resident Evil 8. Neil Bourne himself signed that print for me. Oh, that's awesome that you got a signed print. Scarlett, I'm not sure if you're still in chat at the moment or if you're doing other stuff, but she actually bought me a cameo from Neil Newborn, and it's one of them. Oh, it brings me so much joy. Oh yes, she bought me a special cameo recording of Neil Newborn recording a wonderful message from me, and it was wonderful. Always check around every corner. Yeah, I think that was maybe a year ago. Fuck. It has been a while. So there may have been a little bit of spice to it, but it was all very tame and very respectful.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra. With a woman I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
You must be very proud of your handiwork.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
I'm going to enjoy killing you, aren't I?
We are not the original Inquisition.
Of course you say that now.
So you did all this because you hate our order?
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing.
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old.
Smells like bullshit.
The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra.
No.
It is the Maker's will.
No. I think that's Cassandra's way of telling you to politely fuck off.
Of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
Yeah, she was surprisingly restrained during that. Kudos, Cassandra, for that. But let's head back to Skyhold because I'm curious to see what's in that book as well. Yeah, like, considering he was so cocky when he was talking and he had that smirk on his face the whole time, on that very punchable face of his. Yeah, we're like level 13 at this point, and he went down fast. Oh, that was great. Hi, Cassandra. How you doing? Oh, thank you for the hydrate check, Hayden. Excuse me.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
Are you all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
You mutilate mages.
I always thought it a necessary evil. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge. The shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the rite. From the beginning.
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility. To become a Seeker, I spent months in a vigil, emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
Rebuild the Seekers. Make them better than they were.
Come on, Cassandra. You know you want to?
Thank you.
Yes.
I could not have done this on my own.
Because you deserve to be happy, goddammit. And if I can help in that, then fuck yes. Also, I realized I probably said Hayden check instead of a hydrate check, so I'm sorry. I meant hydrate check. But Hayden just seems to be one of the main people in chat who does these, so sorry for the mislip. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, sometimes when it gets towards later on in the evening and I've had a couple of sips of whiskey, then sometimes I tend to get a little bit muddle-mouthed. Sahil, very good question. For me personally, there's a lot of drinks I really enjoy. Like, I have to say probably some of my favorite cocktails are like a good old-fashioned with an extra cherry, because I really like that cherry flavor added to it and that kind of sweetness to it. So I have to say favorite drink is probably like a really nice good whiskey that's a nice balance between something that's strong with a good amount of smoke in it and leaning slightly towards the sweeter end. A good old-fashioned cocktail. I'm also a big fan of other drinks for more like casual occasions, like a virgin mojito is also really nice. I really like mojitos, gin and tonics. I'm a very responsible drinker. Like, I don't drink to excess. I don't enjoy getting drunk, but I have to say, like, I have a selection of favorite cocktails.
Worship.
Alright, does anyone else need some advice? Okay. Much like the Inquisition, Corypheus has invested great time and effort building a trusted inner circle. Samson is a former Templar, a lyrium addict, and now the leader of the Red Templars. Cullen knows Samson well and believes intercepting caravans smuggling red lyrium and the Emerald Graves could get the Inquisition closer to taking him down. Okay, well, head to the Emerald Graves maybe next stream, just because we're starting to head towards the end of tonight. But let's see if Solus has anything new to say.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths. It is a palace full of motivation. And motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
Am I sensing concern over how we dealt with Briala?
No. Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Nor should you. You're not defined by the shape of your ears. They're not your people.
No, they are not. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, I believe Briala is doing quite well on their behalf. She is an admirable woman.
You're an admirable man. Not many people know who they are the way you do.
Thank you. Both for saying that and for seeing them. Few in this world can see me, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
I just realized now that the outfit that I picked for our Inquisitor, like, the upper half is different, but the lower half is very much the same as Solas's. Like, the same kind of green-toned / brown-toned leggings, brown boots. I'm like, god damn it. I subconsciously dressed her after her crush. I feel like I should reach through the screen and apologize to her. I'm sorry. Solas is a complicated character. I'm not going to say anything further because there's a number of you who have not experienced this game before, which is why I picked the Solas romance. But let us judge some other sorry souls.
You recall Gerion Alexius of the Winter.
I'm not at all distracting us from the point.
Him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination on your own knife, no less. De Winter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
You know what? Because Dorian did advise us to show some level of mercy towards him. And he was very smart to work out that time-bending magic. So I want him working for the Inquisition, researching magic.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve under guard as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution. Very well.
Because, again, horrible person, did horrible things, but as this is dire times and we're up against fucking Corypheus, then we could definitely use his assistance in researching some interesting things. Like, Memories of the Grey, it's kind of tricky because we just kind of stumble across some of these, and I'm like, oh fuck, we probably should have taken Blackwall to some of these. Actually, like, I think we've already found one that we missed out on taking to Blackwall, so let's grab him.
Your worship.
Cuttlefish. Cuttlefish.
Inquisitor?
You know what? One little thing I would have added, but I imagine it would have been a considerable amount of work for the developers to put in, is when you are holding court to judge people, if you can have your companions in like the background with the other courtiers, and then they can kind of say their piece about it. So then you had a bit more of an idea on who would have the most emotional effect, like would greatly approve, disapprove, blah blah blah. That could be an interesting thing. Like, it wouldn't have to be super complicated, just like a few facial expressions and like a line or two of dialogue of just like he deserves no mercy after what he has done, or like something like that.
Heard you found something that had to do with wardens. Would have liked to have seen it.
Sorry.
I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did.
If the history you pursue benefits the Wardens, then it was worth it.
You've proven yourself to be an honorable woman. Principled. I've great admiration for you, and I've never been more certain in my decision to join you.
There will be opportunities for us to do even more in the future.
Then I look forward to it.
That's a good question, actually.
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
If this is true, then all wardens are in danger. Even you. We'd better find your brothers.
I agree. If Hawk's given you an idea where to start, we should get moving immediately.
Yeah, actually that's a good
Nothing right
point.
now. Perhaps in a bit.
Yeah, we should probably head back to the Western Approach and keep looking for that. And Night Kaiju, yes, Blackwall is one of the romance options in this game, but sadly I tend to lean more towards Solace, Iron Ball, or Cullen, or Josephine, when I play this game. Okay. You know what? Since like we've been focusing more on stuff to do with party members, I want to go to the Emerald Wilds just for a little bit, and then we'll wrap things up for the night. We do need to unlock the Emerald Wilds first. Can rogues use magic in this game? Just wondering for my playthrough, which will happen soon. I don't believe they do. Like, their abilities is more to do with things like being able to jump out of the way of attacks or use caltrops and things like that. Magic seems to be only for mages, and I think like some warrior abilities are kind of magic aligned. I'm not sure if they're explicitly like magical.
I have something for you, Commander. The soldiers the Herald rescued from the Fallermire arrived an hour ago.
Thank the Maker. We need good news.
Good. Make contact in the Emerald Graves. We've been contacted by a Fairbanks who says he has information of value to the Inquisition. He offers a trade. The information in exchange for the Inquisition's help in eliminating a dangerous rebel band calling themselves the Freemen of the Dales. There have been reported sightings of these rebels all over the Dales, where they have caused significant problems for Elysian troops. Uprooting them could be a good move for us. First, let us see what Fairbanks has to say. He is hiding out somewhere in the Emerald Graves, a legendary Dalish forest. My spies report that he is well acquainted with the area and its terrain. He could prove a useful asset if we choose to trust him. At your word, I'll send emissaries to meet with Fairbanks, along with hidden agents to watch him. Okay, the Emerald Graves is probably one of my favorite areas in this game, and you're probably going to see why very soon.
Perhaps they can be useful to us after all.
Alright. Lead Scout Harding made contact with Fairbanks and his men in the Emerald Graves and had a run-in with the rebel freemen of the Dales. They are as violent as we've been led to believe. As for Fairbanks, Harding was unable to coax much from him. He will only share what he knows with the Herald of Andraste, it seems. Fairbanks is holding his information close to his chest. I wonder if it might relate to something bigger than just the freemen of the Dales. If there is a chance at all, then we must learn all we can from him. Harding has set up an outpost on the Emerald Graves. Be careful, Inquisitor. The Forest of the Graves is treacherous and home to enemies both new and ancient. Let us venture forth. Let us take Coal, Solace, and Iron Ball. Now, the Emerald Graves, as I said earlier, is one of my favorite areas in this game, and if you've never played this game before, you'll soon see why. It is gorgeous, and I just love wandering in this area for hours on end.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Hope you've got your comfortable boots on. The scouts have seen a number of fade rifts all over the forest. We've located this mysterious Fairbanks. He won't share his information with anyone but you. He and his men are camped out at Watcher's Reach, on the path ahead. From what we can tell, they're refugees from the war. Peasants, mostly.
Tell me everything you know about Fairbanks.
We don't know much about him. He appeared after the Civil War started, helping people fleeing from the destruction. Fairbanks is likely not his real name.
Do you know anything else about the region?
They call this place the Emerald Graves. Legend says that a tree grows here for every elven knight of Halam Sharal who perished in its defense. Makes you sad, doesn't it?
We are the last Elven. Never again shall we submit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Inquisitor. I spoke thoughtlessly.
It's fine.
Thank you for the information. I'll head out.
One other thing. A group of deserters from the Imperial armies has established itself here. Freemen of the Dales, they call themselves. They are hostile to the Inquisition, and everyone else. Watch your back, Inquisitor.
You too, Scout Harding. We love you. Firstly, claim this. Knight's Guardian. Travelling through the Emerald Graves in the Dales, one will see dozens of carven stone wolves. The Dalish calls these the Knight's Guardians. In the days of Elven and Halam Sharal, wolf companions walked alongside Emerald Knights, never leaving the side of their chosen knight. Wolf and elf would fight together, eat together, and when the knights slept, wolves would guard them. Statues were erected in memory of their unbreakable bond. An excerpt from In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar. Good puppy. Honestly, Samuel, enemies to lovers trope is a god tier trope for a good reason. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. That is one of the strangest requisitions I've ever seen. It's a fucking banana on a stick, this goddamn game. Got anything?
Word for you. What is it? You may want to look into this.
Anything interesting? Just... Guys, look at... Are you seeing what I'm seeing? It will not be easy, but with additional materials, these splinters may be forged into... something? It's a fucking banana on a stick. What is this game? Like, it's all brooding and moody, and it's wistful stares at your companions, and like secret yearnings, and enemies to lovers, and lovers to enemies, but they're not opposed to throwing in a fucking banana on a stick. Oh my fucking god. This game. There's a reason that I love this game, you guys. Oh, but these are the Emerald Graves, and this is my favorite area in this fucking game, and it is gorgeous. Because of all the areas in this game, this is the area I would love to just get lost in and just go wandering in. Of course, no smugglers or enemies that can kill me, but you know what I mean. Well, we won't get too far. We'll just probably say hello to this strange individual, see what they want, and then we might start to ease things down for the night.
Fairbanks is expecting you as a camp.
That's what I'm planning to do. And yeah, honestly, I'm in the same boat, Hayden. Like, I just can't wait to see what they come out with for Dragon Age 4. And because the new patch for Baldur's Gate 3 came out the other day, and I haven't had the chance to play it yet. I'm probably going to play it this weekend. But just the more they add to that game with like these steady new releases just makes me all the more excited for it. And I wish that we just had some taste of what is coming in Dragon Age 4. Like, we don't even know what the full title is yet. If it's going to be just Dragon Age 4, or if it's going to be Dragon Age... Subtitle insert here. But you know what I mean. Like, I think we all just want something more than like the teaser trailer that we got back in 2019 or something.
You're too kind.
As much as I admire you, however, I did not reach out to the Inquisition just for this. As my missive stated, we can help each other. You have encountered the Freemen. Aggressive bastards, no? They've killed a dozen of my people. We've tried to fight, but we cannot match their strength. You can. Why should you care about this, you ask? Because the Freemen are colluding with your enemy.
Which enemy do you mean?
The rogue Templars. I've seen them through the woods, heading for the Freemen bases, leaving with crates. Destroy the Freemen, and they'll lead you straight to the Red Templars. This I promise.
I'll look into this, Fairbanks.
All my information about the Freemen is right here, in our camp. Help us, and everything I know about the Dales, about these woods, I will share with the Inquisition.
Was it really 2 years ago that that teaser came out? I think it might have been earlier than that. I think that the last teaser that we had for Dragon Age 4 was maybe even 2018. I'm just struggling to remember when it came out, because the game itself came out ages ago, but the last teaser trailer that we had was a while back, like before the pandemic. Okay, torn page. Need more elf fruit. So I went with him to the grove by that strange rock on the road that looks like a grumpy old woman smoking a pipe. Freemen were there. They didn't see us at first, but Greer stepped on a twig. I didn't think that happened in real life, only in stories. That damn twig. I barely got away. Didn't like having to tell Fairbanks we lost the herbalist. Shit, they're gonna kill us all one by one. Not if I have anything to say about it. I'm sorry to tell you that the lives have lost. Gertrude, Chauvin, Devon, and Jacques were taken by Sister Coteau's men while hunting. They are dead. I pray for the Maker the Maker has mercy on their souls. Freemen are prepping for something, stocking up on supplies and men. Patrols range further each day. Be careful where you go. When you forage, keep close by. To prevent more deaths, you must look out for each other. Soldiers among us have volunteered to guard and patrol Watcher's Reach, so the rest of you stay safe. With heavy heart, your friend and protector, Fairbanks. Is there a rune, perhaps, that I could light up around here?
I don't know how better to ease your pain.
I can't believe he's making us hide out here like mice.
Ooh, treasure map, maybe?
Damned Fairbanks and his concern for everyone.
I can't believe you're gone. Just like that.
War falls, even with countless gallons of water rushing down over it for centuries. The wolf statue remains intact. Magic, perhaps? Oh yeah, it does look cool. Very nice. Hello, Clara.
I'm not in the mood to talk right now.
Okay. Oh my god, guys, if we get a Canary female companion in the next game, I think everyone will just collectively lose their mind.
At least the war so well.
I think maybe the Veilfire might be back the other way. Yes, for clarification, potential Canary female companion.
Maker.
Leaving the camps just asking for trouble.
Just please. Please. Like, I know it's an incredible amount of work to make the there we are. To make the models and everything like that.
Enchantment. All right.
Hell yes.
Nice going with the weird magic fire.
Weird magic is what I do. But yeah, it's an incredible amount of work to be able to do all the mapping and everything like that for additional things like romance options. But please, let us romance a dwarf character and a Canary character. I know it's very difficult because of the different height and everything like that, but please, just a bit more variation in our romance options would be hugely appreciated, please. Are all Canary as buff as Iron Bull? Iron Bull is a force to be reckoned with, but yes, all Canary, as far as I'm aware, are very physically very muscular, including the ladies, which is why everyone was just like so excited at the prospect of maybe having a female Canary as a companion slash maybe romance option. Please. Well, to be fair, with the amount of time that Dragon Age 4 has been in development, like, and they've been able to see the reception for Lady Dimitrescu, they'd have to, respectfully, they'd have to be very, very foolish to not at least consider having a Canary as a romance option. A female Canary, for clarification. Okay, so let's just head over to the statue, and then I think we'll wrap things up for the night. We'll just claim this one last landmark.
I am sorry your friend died, Solus.
Thank you, Cole.
I didn't know there were spirits of wisdom.
There are few. Spirits form as a reflection of this world and its passions. We will never lack for spirits of rage, or hunger, or desire. The world gives them plenty to mirror. The gentler spirits are far more rare. We can ill afford the loss of even one spirit of wisdom, or faith, or compassion.
I will try not to die.
Do that, please.
Oh. My boys are such good beans. We have brought Andraste's light to the Dales. None can deny her truth. In time, all will open their hearts to the Maker. From a sermon given by Sister Amity at the conclusion of the Exalted March to the Dales. Respectfully, Chantry, could you not, please? I'm speaking that as in character, as the Inquisitor, as she just marks down for that landmark, and she's just looking up at the statue of Andraste, just like, could you not, just for 5 seconds, just leave the Emerald Graves in, please? There's a lot of dead elves here. Could you just not, please? Fucking Chantry. Oh, god damn it. I love this game. I love this game. I think it's absolutely fucking gorgeous, but god damn. Okay, a candle for Tristan. 7 years ago, my son Tristan was traveling through the Emerald Graves when bandits set upon him. He died died at their hands. Since then, every year on the anniversary of his death, I light a candle for him at the Lion's Pavilion, near where they found him. Now a band of violent rebels have claimed the forest. They roam up and down the highways, killing as they go. No one will escort me to the pavilion for fear of encountering them. I pray a brave and kind soul will. If they find themselves at the pavilion, remember a mother's lament and light a flame in memory of the fallen. Forgive me, my son from Dolores. If we're passing by, I can absolutely do that. Alright, so I think this is a good point to wrap things up for the night before I get too caught up in exploring this area further, because trust me, I have spent and will spend hours in this area alone because I love it so much. Just look at this beautiful scenery. Like these tall, twisted trees, these beautiful mountains. Just, oh. Honestly, I can't wait to return to this area next week as we continue with more Dragon Age Inquisition. But thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. I had a fantastic time and I hope you all did as well. If you've been lurking in the shadows and you like what you've seen so far, please consider following. We would love to have you back at the Blue Rose Respite. You're welcome anytime. And be sure to check out my other socials in the chat that are popping up right now. My Twitter for important updates and occasional shenanigans. My YouTube for my ASMR tales. And I have a brand new one that is coming out tomorrow night that I am very excited for and I hope you all enjoy. And my Instagram for lovely pictures and all that good stuff. And thank you again so very much for all the absolutely incredible support tonight, for the resubs, for the gifted subs, for the bit drops. All of you have been absolutely amazing tonight, and thank you all so very much. I will just advise, keep an eye on my social media, mostly my Twitter, in case for any reason I need to cancel my Sunday stream due to something like electrical outages, my internet being down because of the storm that's passing through at the moment. So just keep an eye on that. I should be fine to stream on Sunday, and I look forward to playing more of The Last Campfire. But just be aware, just because of the storm that's happening at the moment, I may not be able to, but we're just going to see how things go, okay? But thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. And why don't we go and send some love to... let's see... let's go send some love to Jesse Cox. Why don't we? If you don't remember, Jesse Cox said hi when I was streaming Monster Camp, and it was very, very exciting. So be sure to send lots of love over to Jesse Cox. I hope one day I get the chance to work with him on something. But thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic weekend ahead. You deserve it. And be sure to check out my new ASMR tale that's coming out this Saturday. And remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, guys.